morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Eat Well, Live Better, the show where we explore everything about food, health, and choices that shape our lives. I am your host, James, and today I have the privilege of speaking with Dr. Abraham. Dr. Abraham is a public health nutritionist who has worked with communities across Africa to engage with them and prevent disease and as well to improve eating habits. Welcome to the show, Dr. Abraham. Thank you so much, James. It's truly a pleasure to be here, and I'm very happy to have this conversation because nutrition is something that concerns all of us. It's not something just concern those who are sick or people who are trying to perform. It's all of us that is something concern us, and if you realize it or not, this is something we should care about it. All right, Dr. Abraham, welcome, and we are pleased to have you here. Let's start from the beginning. Many people hear the word nutrition and think it's only for sick people and athletes. And now, what exactly is nutrition, and why should the average person care about it? That's a great question, James, and you are right. There is a big misunderstanding about this. Nutrition basically is simply the science of how food affects our body, because every meal, every snack that we give to our body tells an information, give them information, and it tells our cells how to function, how to work, and how to produce energy. So nutrition is not just for sick people or those who are trying to perform, but then it's for everyone, every single day. So what we eat actually affects how we feel day to day. Absolutely, James. When you wake up feeling tired, even after sleeping well, when you struggle to concentrate, or sometimes when you get sick often, that can be all things that your diet is not giving your body what it needs. Food is literally the fuel of your brain and your body. When you put a poor fuel in your body, you're going to have a poor performance. So that's it, basically. That's fascinating. So what a balanced and healthy diet actually look like? A balanced diet includes 5 major food groups. First is carbohydrate, bread, potatoes, rice. Those are kind of carbohydrates, and those give us energy, basically. And the second one is proteins. Proteins such as meat, fish, or eggs. Those they help us to build muscles and to repair them, and as well our organs. And thirdly, we have we have fruit and vegetables. Those I insist they are very, very important, because when you eat fruit and vegetables, you will stay healthy, because they provide basically vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Those they help us to prevent disease and to stay healthy. And the fourth, we have calcium-rich foods or dairy. Those can be good for our bones, because they will give the strength to our bones. And finally, we can talk about a healthy fat, because our body needs a fat, but a healthy one, just in a small amount. The fat that we can find in avocado or olive oil, those fat, they are good actually for our body, but just in a small amount, to help our brain activity, and as well the production of some hormones, because without this fat, some hormones they cannot be produced. Yeah, exactly. Wow, it's really about variety and balance, I think. Exactly, James. No single food can give you everything. That's why diversity on your plate is so important. Now let's talk about real life. Dr. Abraham, people are busy, food is expensive, and fast food is everywhere. And what are the most common mistakes you see people are making? All right, listen. The number one mistake is skipping breakfast. So many people think that skipping breakfast will help them to lose weight, but it actually does the opposite, James. It actually does the opposite, because when you skip a meal, a breakfast, your body enters a mode stress. You are more likely to overeat later a day, and then your concentration drops significantly in the morning. So this is the number one mistake. Wow, wow. When you talk about it, I'm guilty of myself. What else, Dr. Abraham? James, you are not alone. You are not alone. There are many people who are skipping the breakfast. And the second mistake is drinking too many sugary drinks. Sodas, fruit juice with added sugar, energy drinks. I think people don't realize how much sugar they are consuming through those drinks every single day. Because see, when you take a soda, a small soda, it contains up to 10 teaspoons of sugar. That is crazy. I can assure you that is crazy because this amount of sugar is already more than the daily recommended amount. So take an example of someone who is consuming maybe 3 sodas per day. That is more crazy. You can see the difference. 10 teaspoons. Wow, that's shocking. That's shocking. Yes, James, it is 10 spoons of sugar. That is crazy. I can assure you. And the third mistake is eating a lot of those ultra processed food. You can find a lot now in our environment. Packaged chips, instant noodles, or those kind of food, sweets, a lot of cakes. They are not good for our body actually, because they are designed to be sweet and to be good when you taste them. But I can assure you that they are full of salt or of bad, fat, and also a lot of artificial additives. When you eat regularly this kind of food, you give yourself something bad, and this can, increase the risk of diabetes, obesity, and a lot of heart disease in your body. So we should, consume less of this kind of food. Thank you very much for these remarks that are very wonderful and shocking at the same time, Dr. Abraham. And now you have also a lot of people watching us, so what should we replace with? Yeah, exactly. Instead of doing that, we can replace them. But I think when you eat whole, natural food as much as possible, this is the first thing that you can do. And try to cook at home when you can. When you can, cook just at home, not just buying food and eat. It's good actually to know the ingredients that you are using to cook your own food, and drink water instead of sodas or those sugar drinking. So that is also something that we can do. And you have to know that the small habits that you change in your life going to influence your life very, very big, because small change can lead to the habits, can help you to be healthy over time. So that's it. Yeah. Now, Dr. Abraham, I would like to talk about a serious topic, and I would like to talk specifically about children. How about them? Because we hear a lot about malnutrition in developing country, and how serious is this problem? Yes, James. This is one of the most, serious issue in public health nowadays. And globally, millions of children under the age of 5 are suffering about malnutrition. And to be honest, it comes in different form. There is some children, they don't have enough food to eat, and then they become dangerously thin, and this is called acute malnutrition. And others children, they have food actually, but it's just full of calories, but lack of vitamins and minerals, so it causes a kind of malnutrition that we used to call hiding hunger. And what are the consequences for these children? The consequences are devastating and long-lasting, James, because malnutrition can affect very seriously those children. And a malnourished child, it's really affected and has a weak immune system. That means he will get sick more easily and more severely. That is not something good for him. And also, it affects as well the cognitive system and the development of his brain. Especially when malnutrition is in the first 2 years of life, that can be really serious. That can be affected permanently his life. because that's reduce the cognitive development, and as well, it's a cycle and it's hard to break it. When it reduces the cognitive development, which means lower performance in school, and as well, when he will grow up as adult, so he cannot find a lot of opportunities. So it's a cycle, like I said, a cycle, and that cycle is not easy to break it. That's why it's better to prevent. Wow, that's not easy. That's really heartbreaking. And is there something ordinary families can do? Yes, James, absolutely. Breastfeeding for the first 6 months of life is one of the most crucial intervention nutrition in baby life. That's something can help him to be strong in his life. And as well, after 6 months, the introduction of diverse complementary foods is also important as well, essential for his life, because it's going to help him to test different kind of food and to have the vitamin, minerals, and a lot of micronutrients that he needs for his body. And I would like also to say that for families who are lack of money, lack of resources, local food are the best choice. Why I'm saying that? Because local food, when you see in the market, they are not really expensive. We can take examples like potatoes or vegetables, local one, fruit and vegetables. Basically, those are not truly expensive, and as well, you can find them easily. So when we take those steps, can help us to be a community that can stay healthy and can find more opportunities in their own life. Yeah, I believe that. Before we end up, I would like to give to our audience some practical and fast tips that can help them to improve their life as well. If someone is watching right now and wants to eat healthier, where do they start, Dr. Abraham? I always say don't try to change everything at once, because this is a recipe for failure. Instead of that, try to change just one small thing per week. You can start with glass of water. You add 1 glass of water to what you are drinking, and maybe the second week you can add vegetables to your main meal. Those small changes. And why not reduce the consumption of your drinks? If you drink maybe 3 soda per day, you can change and say that, oh, let's reduce that for 2, and then you will see. So when you change like that, slowly, you can see that you will improve. And the changement can be for a long lasting than just try to change everything. Yeah, exactly. And small steps. Yeah, exactly. Small steps and big results. And the second tip is that don't go to the market for shopping hungry, because when you're hungry, the thing is that you are just buying things quick and convenient, but not nutritious actually. Try to eat something before go shopping. I think this is going to help you to buy nutritious food that can help you to stay healthy in your life. That's a great practical tip. You agree with me? Any final advice or something to say before we end up? Yes, listen to your body, because your body sends signals when you feel fatigue and headaches, digestive problems. Those are signs that maybe you have nutritional imbalance. So listen to your body, and remember, the food is not the enemy. The food is the medicine. The food is joy. The most important is not to eat perfectly, but to eat healthier as much as possible, and also to do it consistently with more awareness. So that is my final advice. Stay healthy and eat well, live better. Wow, wonderful, Dr. Abraham. This has been such a very, very deep conversation that I had so far here on this platform. And I think everyone watching has learned something new and something valuable today. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you very much, James, and thank you to your audience. And remember, a healthy life starts on your plate. Take care of what you eat, and your body will take care of you. It was a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you very much. That's it for today's episode of Eat Well, Live Better. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. and stay healthy, stay curious, and we will see you next time. Take care.